What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the new update that came out on Tuesday. And I'm not going to talk about every change they did with this update. I'm going to be talking about the topics that a lot of people are talking about online. So this is how I'm going to break it down. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the bugs after this update, so that you guys are aware. The second thing I'm going to talk about is the base game. And then the third thing I'm going to talk about is Rush Week. But other than that, let's jump right into the video. The first thing I want to talk about is the bugs with this update, and if you guys have encountered any bugs that I haven't mentioned, please leave a comment down below. So the first bug I want to talk about is the endurance bug, and endurance is half the bug, if that makes sense. So with endurance, the regeneration rate, I think it's fine, but when you're sprinting, the sprinting stamina consumption is very inconsistent. So for an example, I've been playing a lot of Victim recently because the lobbies have been really good after this update. I tried 35 endurance, 40 endurance, and 45 endurance. And with each, like with 35, 40, and 45 endurance, I haven't tried 50, but with those endurance stats or attributes, I feel like I'm running out of stamina like really quick. Like in like 5 seconds, I'm already gassed out and I can't run because my stamina is fully depleted. I don't know if I'm being paranoid, but I just feel like the stamina is depleting really fast. Let me know if you guys are having the same problem. I've seen online that a lot of people are talking about it, so I do think it is an issue because this, like I said, the stamina regeneration is fine. It's just when you're dashing, when you're going on a full-on sprint, the stamina consumption is very inconsistent. So that's the big bug with this update. And then the second bug that I've noticed is the security pins bug. A lot of people have been talking about this. A lot of people told me about this bug, and yeah, it is bugged. I mean, every padlock I've encountered this update, it's like a normal lock. It doesn't take a while to go through the padlock, you know, because with security pins, it takes a while to lockpick the padlock, right? When they have security pins, which is why that perk is really good, right? That perk makes it where the victims are in the padlock for a while. But with security pins bugged, you can lockpick that padlock really quick. So that's another bug, guys. If you guys play Cook a lot, or if you play Cook here and there, be sure to try a different build out or just switch out the security pins perk because it does not work. And security pins was actually security pins was bugged before. So this is the second time that security pins is bugged after an update. And then the third bug I've noticed is the well bug. The well bug has been in the game since launch. I mean, but I've noticed the well bug more often now. I mean, I've experienced it myself. If you guys have watched my streams recently, I've been having the well bug a lot. I've been experiencing it a lot. So the well bug is basically when you drop down a well, you can't interact with anything. You can't go through a gap. You can't open a door. You can't pick up items. And you have to wait anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes, even up to 5 minutes for it to actually fix itself. So the well bug is very unfortunate. I hope they look into it because it's been a bug since the launch of the game. And then the next bug is like the next bug is the highlight victim. And what I mean by that is I don't know how this bug was in the last update when they released Rush Week. I don't know how this bug like activates, if that makes sense. But I've noticed when I play family sometimes, one victim specifically is highlighted for the whole game. You know what I mean? They have like, you know, when Grandpa uses his sonar ability, it highlights the victims if they move. They have that highlight around their character for the whole game. It's weird. I've noticed that when I played Victim as well. I encountered that bug once when I played Victim, where I was highlighted to the family for like half of the game, which is insane. Let me know if you guys experienced that bug, by the way, the highlight victim bug, where when you play Victim or even when you play family, you see it one victim specifically with just like the highlight aura around them. Let me know if you guys experienced that. And then the other bug I've noticed as well, I don't know if this is true, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it online. It's the suffocating grip bug. So with suffocating grip, the close encounter minigame is easier by 25% for all family members. With the suffocating grip bug, people have been talking about this online. With the suffocating grip bug, close encounter minigame is easier by 43% for all family members. So yeah, if family gets suffocating grip level 1, like here's the thing now with Victim. If you see Grandpa go to level 1, do not grapple, because obviously most of the time they're going to have suffocating grip, right? Because they did fix the Grandpa perks, right? So suffocating grip is back to level 1. But a lot of people have been talking about this bug. And yeah, 43% easier for all family members. You're not going to win a close encounter, guys. If that is true, I don't know if it's true. I just, like I said, I know a lot of people have been talking about it. So 43% easier for all family members if they have suffocating grip. So just keep that in mind, guys. And then the last thing I want to talk about is proficiency. I don't think this is a bug. I mean, it might be a bug, but maybe it might be intended. I don't think it's a bug, though. I think they actually are testing out something with proficiency. I don't know if I'm the only one. Maybe I'm feeling paranoid, but I feel like they did something to proficiency, like a little tweak, because 50 proficiency doesn't feel like 50 proficiency now, in my opinion. You know, they definitely they're definitely tweaking something with proficiency in terms of the locks. I don't know if I'm the only one that's noticed that. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Have you guys been noticing like the proficiency changes from like 40 to 50? Because I noticed the difference from 40 to 50 back then, but now there's like not really a difference when you go from 40 to 50. I don't know if I'm being paranoid, but I just feel like they're tweaking proficiency. But those are all the bugs I've noticed and encountered, and these are the bugs that a lot of people are talking about online. But if I missed any bugs here, please leave a comment down below and I will respond to your comment. The second thing I want to talk about is the base game. So let's just jump right into it. So I want to say something real quick about the base game. I've been playing Victim a lot after this update just to test out a few things. I've also been playing Family as well. I've been playing both sides recently after this update, and I must say, Victim lobbies have been phenomenal. I haven't experienced lobbies like this in a very long time. I've been playing Victim since Tuesday. Like each day I've been playing Victim here and there, and I never had a problem with a lobby once, which is a good thing, by the way. Obviously, next week is going to be the true test, because obviously this week, a lot of people are going to be hopping onto the game and testing out a few things, right? So if the lobbies are still good next week, that's awesome. So yeah, Victim lobbies are really good. It fills up. I've tested it out. If a family member backs out of a lobby, it takes around like 30 seconds to a minute and 30, or yeah, it takes around 30 seconds to a minute and 30 seconds for the spot to fill up, which is really good compared to how it was back then. Remember how before this update, it would take anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes sometimes to even start a match, or for it to just kick you out of the lobby. So the lobbies have been really good. I don't know if it's only me, but leave a comment down below, guys. If you have been playing Victims recently, have the lobbies been good for you as well? Because for me, it's been perfect. I have no complaints about the lobbies right now. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the grappling. Okay, the grappling is a huge topic of discussion. People are 50-50 on it. Obviously, there's a lot of family players playing right now. A lot of people switch to family because it's really good for the family side. Here's the thing. Obviously, your strength matters, right? As Victim, I've close encountered, I would say, majority of the family members. Hands is very risky to close encounter or go into a grapple with. Very risky because he will most likely win. But when it comes to like the other characters, I've beaten the other characters with like 40 strength. I've beaten Johnny, Hitchhiker, Cook, etc. With hands, I've noticed that 50 strength with Grappler on Leland can beat him. And I think you can beat him with 50 strength as well. You can beat hands, but it's very risky against going up against the hands when it comes to grappling. Even with 50 strength, it's very risky to go up against the hands. But the other characters, I've noticed people are winning close encounters against them. But I know the biggest problem right now is people, you know, they're complaining about losing close encounters with full health. And also, like I said, also keep in mind, I've talked about this before with the bugs. If they feed Grandpa to level 1, you have to keep in mind that they most likely have suffocating grip. And suffocating grip, according to a lot of people, is bugged. So if you're close encountering, let's say Sissy, who has the lowest grappling value on the family side, if you're going into a grapple with her with suffocating grip, if the bug is legit, I'm pretty sure it's legit because a lot of people are talking about it. She has a 40, like it's 43% easier for the family, right? With the suffocating grip bug. So you're most likely going to lose, right? If you go into a close encounter with suffocating grip active. And playing as family with this update, when I have suffocating grip active, yeah, you never lose a close encounter with suffocating grip. Before this update, though, if you did have suffocating grip, you would lose close encounters here and there, but it would help you when it comes to close encounters, the suffocating grip. It's supposed to be 25% easier with suffocating grip, but with the bug, it's 43% easier, which is obviously an advantage for the family, like more of an advantage. And then let's talk about the grappling still. I tried out each character. Hands, yeah, like I said this before, very risky to grapple against the hands. I mean, I've been playing a lot of hands recently after this update, and I win majority of my close encounters. I mean, like I said, the only character I've lost against in a close encounter with hands is probably Leland, or like a high strength character, like 50 strength or something like that. But other than that, the grappling chains, I know a lot of people might come at me for this, but other than the suffocating grip, the suffocating grip bug, maybe they'll make a few changes here and there, maybe a few tweaks, but I'm fine with it. I mean, a lot of people are playing family now, and the lobbies are perfect, so I can't complain, but that's my own personal experience. Here's the thing, guys. I may be fine with it, but it's completely fine if like someone else is not fine with it. You know, the reason why I'm fine with this grapple change is because personally, I never grappled like that anyway. I always like being in a chase. I never grapple. Even before this grapple rework, the only person I would really grapple with is Leland, and that's it. I would never grapple with Connie, Virginia, Julie, none of those characters. Maybe like once or twice back in the day. But this grapple rework doesn't really affect me when I play the victim side. So I understand why people are fine with it, but I also understand why people are upset about it. But the more family players in the game and the more people that play family, the better the lobbies. And I've been experiencing that lately. Like I said before, the lobbies have been perfect. So I'm completely fine with this grapple rework. Obviously, the suffocating grip bug, they got to fix. But other than that, maybe they'll make a few tweaks here and there with the grapple rework. Who knows? But that's just my opinion. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the store map, the gas station store map. Guys, the gas station store map is phenomenal. The first day when it came out, it was only available in private match. It wasn't available in public. But they added it to public matches on Wednesday, and I've noticed that they keep increasing the chances to get the gas station storm map. I played a lot of gas station storm yesterday when I was streaming, and it's a lot of fun. The new map is really good in my opinion. They added rain to the game. By the way, they did say back in the day they were not going to add rain into the game, but they did it, and it is phenomenal. And the details are really good. When you run through a puddle, the noise ping shows up. When you go through mud, it makes your character slower. You see like your character is wet when you're in the rain, and then when you go into the house, your character dries up. The details are phenomenal when it comes to this map. Even when you drop down a well, the water splashes, which is crazy. They did a really good job with this map. So I'm sure they'll add more store maps in the future to maybe Slaughterhouse and Family House. But this is good. This is good. I approve of this gas station storm. Really good detail. I love this map a lot. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the Xbox crash bug. The Xbox crash bug was a main fix with this update. And here's the thing. They definitely fixed it a lot, the Xbox crash bug. But I think it's still there. I don't know if it's only me, but I've been crashing, I would say on average, maybe once or twice a day, specifically on the mill though. But once or twice a day I would crash. But obviously it's better than before. When the Xbox crash bug was more consistent, it was like every other game. So they definitely did a fix with the Xbox crash bug, but I still think it's there. I don't know if it's only me. But let me know in the comments down below, has your game been crashing as well? Because I've noticed for me, like I said, it's been crashing once or twice a day. Well, obviously, it's definitely better than before. That's for damn sure. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the doors. The doors are fixed, by the way. I haven't had any problems with the doors now. That was a great fix, by the way. If you guys don't know what the door bug is, when they released Rush Week, which came out in September, there was a bug where the door wouldn't open if you click, you know, the X button or whatever button it is to open up a door. You would have to click the button like 5 times to open the door. But the doors are more responsive now in both the base game and Rush Week. So that's a good change. And the next thing I want to talk about, this is not a huge topic of discussion, but I've been using this perk recently and it's phenomenal because it got fixed. Fast Hands is fixed, by the way, guys. Fast Hands wasn't working for like 2 months. It got bugged when they released the anniversary update, I believe. So now Fast Hands is back. I've been using it on Sonya a lot, and it's a really good perk. It's working. I think when it got bugged, it would only work if you were near grandpa. It wouldn't work if a family member is near you. But if a family member is near you now, it will work. So just keep that in mind, guys. Fast Hands has been a game changer for me after this update. And I'm gonna be honest, guys. That's all I want to talk about. That's all I want to talk about with the base game. I may be missing a few things, so leave a comment down below and let me know if you want to talk about something else with the base game, and I will respond to your comment. But here's the thing about the base game. I know a lot of people are pissed, specifically victim players, you know, victim players that grapple a lot. But for me personally, like I said, I don't grapple as much. The grapple rework is fine in my opinion. Maybe they'll make a few tweaks, but from my own experience, I don't grapple like that, so I don't mind. And here's the thing. With this update, I've noticed a lot more players playing family. And that's a good thing because the lobbies are going to be good. And like I said, I would say these past few days, I played Victim for about around 10 hours through my last two streams. Through those 10 hours, I played Victim for 10 hours in two streams, 5 hour stream in one stream and the 5 hour stream in another stream. And guess what? Throughout those 10 hours, I had no problem with the lobbies. So if the lobbies can stay like this, I'm fine with this update because Victim players have been experiencing bad lobbies throughout the past few months, right? So I can honestly say this update is a 7 out of 10 for me when it comes to the base game. Obviously, there's like bugs here and there, which is like bringing my score down a little bit, but I would give the base game a solid 7 out of 10 in my opinion. The last thing I want to talk about is Rush Week, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was against the Johnny 3-hit. I thought it was going to be harder for Johnny with the 3-hit. I thought, victims would have it easy. But after playing Rush Week, 3-hit is not too shabby. And the reason why the 3-hit is not too bad, here's the reason why. I played a couple games yesterday with Johnny, and I was averaging anywhere between 3 to 5k. You know what I mean? Killing 3 to 5 people in a Rush Week match with Johnny. And even when I played the sorority side, I played a couple matches with the sorority girls, and the Johnny was getting 3 to 5k as well, which is good. You can't expect to get a 6k every game, guys. That's the thing. You can't expect to get a 6k every game. Even in the base game, you can't expect to get a 4k every game. It's not going to work like that. Gaming does not work like that where you get a win every time. You have to lose. You win some and you lose some. That's a part of gaming. That's a part of life. But the thing is, with the Johnny 3-hit, it's not too bad because there's only like a few health bottles, right? So if you get like 2 hits on a victim and the health bottles are gone, they're 1 hit away from death, right? So I literally had no problems with the Johnny 3-hit. I thought I was going to have a big problem with the Johnny 3-hit. I did say, though, that I was a person that said that the 2-hit was fine, but I did say that if they were to increase it, 3-hit would be max. I know a lot of people were saying they should do a 4-hit Johnny, but I think a 2-hit or a 3-hit is fine. And like I said, the 3-hit has been perfect for me. No issues whatsoever. I thought I was gonna be like complaining about this with Rush Week, but no problems with the Johnny 3-hit. No problems at all for me. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the audio. Yeah, they did fix the audio, by the way. The audio is in sync now, so that's good. And then the pepper spray as well. The pepper spray has like a different effect now. It's not like Virginia's poison when Johnny steps through it or sorority girl steps through it. It has like a different effect now, you know what I mean? Like a different color on the screen, which is cool. And then the lock picking. The Johnny lock picking has definitely increased. That was a change in the Rush Week, and I will say this. Like I said, it's faster. I noticed that when I was playing Johnny, I was in the house really quick. So they definitely increased that proficiency, which is good. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the sorority side. I know I think they changed the spawns for the attic poles. From my experience playing Rush Week after the update, I only found one attic pole, and that was in the same spot in the basement. I guess like my teammates were like going for the attic pole, so maybe that's why I only found it once. But the only attic pole I found was in the basement near the fuse box. And yeah, with the sorority side feels the same. I know a lot of people were questioning the Johnny 3-hit and all that, but it felt the same. Same for both sides. Obviously, with Johnny, you're not going to kill people right off the bat. And I do think the Johnny 3-hit is a good change because, if the sorority girls are calling the police, you can't cancel that animation, right? When you're calling the police. So if someone's calling the police and you're a Johnny, they're dead because 2 hits right there, you're going to be dead. But with the 3-hit edition now, if they're calling the police and you hit them off, they have a chance to run away. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think about the Johnny 3-hit. I personally thought the 2-hit was fine. That's the main topic of discussion, by the way, with the Rush Week is the Johnny 3-hit. I thought the 2-hit was fine, but the 3-hit, I thought the 3-hit was going to be terrible. But I have no complaints about Rush Week with this update. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no complaints. The only complaint I can give about Rush Week is the frame rate still dropping. They did fix the frame rate a little bit when it comes to Rush Week, when you step outside and all that. But I still feel that frame rate drop when I'm near like the front and the back side of the map. Let me know if you guys have been experiencing that with the frame rate drops on Rush Week. But yeah, other than that, I've been noticing, like I said, Johnnies are still getting kills. A lot of people, like I said, when you play Johnny on Rush Week, You have to have an open mind. You're not going to get a 6K every game. It's meant to be a fun game mode, and I did have fun when I did play Rush Week yesterday night. Actually, I played Rush Week for the first time after the not for the first time, but I played Rush Week after the update yesterday night. So that was a fun experience. I had a blast playing as Johnny and the sorority girls. And I will say this: I do prefer the base game over Rush Week. Like, I can't play Rush Week for like an hour or two consistently, but it's a fun game mode to go to if you're bored of the base game mode or something like that. You know what I mean? But other than that, with this update, there's a couple of bugs. Base game, I would give it a 7 out of 10. And then when it comes to Rush Week, nothing bad that I've noticed except the nothing bad except the frame rate drop. So I'll probably give Rush Week a 7 or 8 out of 10 after this update. I don't mind the Johnny 3 hit at all. I know I've been repeating myself a lot when I'm talking about the Johnny 3 hit, but it's just such a main topic of discussion, and I was against it when I saw it in the patch notes. So I was very surprised, with how well I was doing yesterday with Johnny. I'm not gonna lie, I was doing pretty well with Johnny. But yeah, guys, other than that, let me know if you want to talk about anything else when it comes to the bugs, the base game, and Rush Week in the comments. So yeah, leave a comment down below. I'll take a look at all the comments, and I will respond to a few. But other than that, that was my thoughts on the new update that came out on Tuesday, and I hope you guys enjoyed. But other than that, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and take care, guys. Have a good day, and see you in the next one.